Welcome once again. This is Amos Mkweje from Top Research Center. Today I want to move on to lecture number 8. We are still looking at Spss syntax, but today I want to look at how we record variables using Spss syntax. In lecture number 3, I showed you how you can record your variables using the menu-driven interface in Spss. But today I want to show you that it is also possible for you to record your variables using Spss syntax. The good thing about recording using the syntax, your professor or your lecturer or whoever is your supervisor can follow all the steps you have done if you save the syntax. But before I open my syntax editor, let me just share with you one or two tips. It is very important for you to check the general nature of your variable. You have to know whether the variable you are recording is scale, or it will be categorical or ordinal before recording. So the same procedure which we did when we looked at variable recording using the menu-driven interface in Spss, you have to check your variable before recording. You have also to have a theoretical basis when driving your variable categories. It's always good to have something which reflects what is happening in the real world. So you have to have a theoretical basis when coming up with categories. And it is also important to note that there are certain reserved keywords which must not be used as variable names. As you are recording your variables, you have to come up with new variable names, but there are certain reserved keywords in Spss which you cannot use as variable names. These are some of them, and you can encounter more as you use your Spss frequently. So these are the 3 tips which I decided to share with you, but there are more you will find as we go along. Now let me open my Spss syntax, and what I want to do, I want to use the same syntax editor which we saved in our previous lecture, and then I will record one scale variable and one categorical variable and show you how it is done. I think those will give you the basics or the fundamentals which will kickstart your venture in using Spss syntax. Here I have opened my Spss syntax. Remember, we have already loaded our file. Let me just rerun this syntax which we loaded in our previous lecture. If I run this, you'll find that there is no error. So it shows that our data set is ready. If I were to go back, let me run this syntax as well, and you see no error. So it means our data set is ready. Remember, we have divided our sections. Data analysis, we are going to do all data analysis examples in this section. In this section, we are going to do our data transformation or manipulation. So we are going to do our recoding this section. And I have added another section here, graphs. We are going to draw graphs here. I'm going to show you few graphs as we go along. Let me run this the frequency of age and see what comes up. I have the frequency here. You'll find that there are lowest there are participants who are less than 50 years, who are 329, and the highest we have is 2080 plus, and we have 12 missing. So I want to record this variable age using SPSS syntax. But I'm going to use the same categories which we used in our previous illustration in lecture number 3. I'm going to divide it into 3. Group 1, those who are below 50. Group 2, 50 to 65. And then Group 3, the pensioners 66 and above. So let me go back to my SPSS syntax. And then I can write a comment, put a star or enter a star, then write recoding age into 3 groups, so that I will remember when I revisit this in the future. So I'm going to record age. So you write record which variable age, which categories, find that. We can say there's this law, it's already, then through to 49. This is my group 1, and I close the parentheses, open the parentheses, then its second group is 50 through to the highest, through to 65, then close the parentheses. Then the next one is 66 through to, we can use this high, then equal to 3. Sorry, here I left equal to 2. Equal to 2. So this is 1, group 2, group 3, and we close the parentheses. We can even add here like else. You see this else, maybe for those missing, equal to say 99, and then close the parentheses. Sorry, I forgot equal to. You have to put an equal sign there. Else equal to, say, minus 99. Then into, what is the new name for the variable? I want it to be age, maybe group 4. Then I close the parentheses. No, sorry, I put a dot, a full stop. So I'm going to record age into these 3 groups, group 1, group 2, group 3. Everything else is minus 99. These are missing. And then age group 4. If I were to run this, let us see what happens. No error. Let us check. Go back and check our new variable. Say freak age group 4, age group 4. I want to check our new variable. You see, missing 12. You find here we have missing 12. So 1, 220, 329. Those who are below 50, 329. No. So we have managed to record our variable into a new variable age group 4. But if one comes and wants to use this data set, he or she doesn't know what 99 stands for, minus 99 stands for, 1 stands for. So we have to put labels as well so that one can understand why we have these numbers. So we can go back to our editor and then add the variable labels. So you type val lab, which variable do you want to add your labels. My variable is age group 4. Age group 4. Then I have to add now 1, then inverted commas, it's less than or equal to 49. Yes. Then I close. Then I write 2 is 50 to 65. Yes. Then I close. Then 3 is greater or equal to 66. Yes. Then I close. Then minus 99. This is missing. Then I close and then a dot at the end. Let me run this command. You see no error. If I were to go back and rerun the frequency here, if I rerun the frequency, you find that this is the output which I have now. My output shows that I have now the labels. So those who are 49 years and below are 329, and those who are 50 to 65 are 4,949, and 12 are missing, and the total is 8,504. So this is how you record your scale variable into a new variable, which is a categorical variable. Now I want to do another example, but this time I will be looking at a categorical variable. The categorical variable I want to look at is, let me freak marital status 2. We have a variable marital status 2. Let me run this. This is the variable I want to categorize. I want to combine married and those who are living as married as one. So it will be married. And then those who never married on their own, those who separated and divorced, I will combine this as one. So it will be just divorced, and widowed as one, and everything else as missing. So I want to go back and into my syntax editor. and write record marital status. Marital status 2 into, so I have to open the parentheses. I want 1 through 2 to be regarded as 1. Then open the parentheses. Then my 3 is never married. I said they will be on their own, is equal to 2. I close the parentheses. Then I open the parentheses. 4 and 5 are separated and divorced. So 4 through 5 equals to 3. Then I close the parentheses, open the parentheses. Then 6 is equal to 4. No, the widowed on their own. Then else, I put else, this one, else is equal to, let's say, minus 98. Then I close the parentheses and put a full stop or a dot. Oh, sorry, into. We have to write into new variable, name of variable. Let me just say marital 1. If you want, you can also add a comment as we did here. We said recording, I misspelled the recording age. Recording age into 3 groups. We can also add here recording marital status as a comment. Recording marital status. Marital status 2. Then a dot. So it's necessary to add these comments as you write. So I've recorded marital status 2 into this. So my new variable will be marital status 1. And then I put a full stop at the end. If I were to run this, see no error. Let us check our new variable. Freq marital 1. And then full stop. What do we get? Oh, an error. Oh, I did our variable is married. There's another R here. So there's an error in spelling in our variable here. Let me remove this and rerun. Marital 1. I think it's correct spelling now. So if I were to run marital 1, we come up with this one. So we have all our groups. If you were to check, widows were 31, and here there are 31 as well. If you those separated and divorced, if you add this one in this figure, you find that it gives you 206. Here we have 206. And in this case, you have to add this and this number because we have combined the missing. That's why the number is so big like that. And so this is our new variable, marital 1. But you can also add labels on this one. So val lab marital 1. Our 1, we want to call this as married. Consider this as married. Then we close. Our 2 is never married. Never married. Then we close. Then our 3 is divorced. Then we close. Then 4 is missing. As minus 99 minus 98 it's missing. Then we close. And then we put a full stop. Let us run this. No error. Let us go back and rerun the frequency for this variable now. You find that I think we missed our 4. We didn't add the value for 4 here. Widowed. We left widowed. But it's not a big deal. Only 3. We have to add the 4th one. 4. I left widowed. Widowed. And then like that. So if I were to run this, and then rerun our variable again of frequency, you find that we have all labels now. This represents for minus 99 those who were missing, and then married, never married, divorced, and widowed. So we have all our labels. So in general, these are the basics for recoding your variables using Spss syntax editor. I think if you practice this, the more you practice, the more you improve in your recoding using the syntax. So the more you use the syntax, the more you become an expert. Thank you for watching. I hope this will help you in a way. Please leave comments, subscribe. If you have any question, you can contact me through our YouTube channel. You can contact me through our Twitter page, Facebook page, or use our website contact form. The website is topresearchcenter.com. Thank you for watching. See you in the next lecture.